What is up, podheads? Tony here with the Podio Slate podcast, and I'm joined by Anthony and Rob, and we're going to do something a little different tonight. How do you guys like your cheeseburgers?
I like loaded,
lots,
baby.
Lots and extra teas.
All right, extra cheese, yeah, a little sauce on top.
Yeah.
Why not, right? So, if you clicked on the episode, you know we're doing summer jams, and we're going to tease our summer jams for you right now. I have 3 songs. One is from a band that didn't really make it big, and then this song came out about 7 years later. After the fact, the album came out in 2000. It popped off in 2008 randomly.
Wow.
There's
Okay.
one. Yeah, 2 is a hip-hop song that is a massive, massive band at the time, and they also were label mates with a main band. And 3, pop punk legends. Song was never a single, but it was on a movie, a prominent movie in the summer. So those are my 3.
I'm all teased up.
Ooh. Want some relish on your cheeseburger?
It's Anthony here. I'm gonna hit you with a little tease action. So the first one is a mid-90s, I would say ska reggae infused song. Perfect for the summer. That's all I'm gonna say. The second one is from pop punk legends, early 2000s. I think it's gonna be different than Tony's just based on the description.
Maybe.
And the third is a flat-out classic ska song that is from the mid-90s. And that's all I'm giving you.
Ooh.
So you're going ska.
I know,
Pretty
which
much
is
ska,
like,
which is good. It's summer.
ska's
Summer.
dead.
I
Ska's
think
not dead.
By the way, I think I know what your number 2 is.
Ooh, okay.
So we'll
Nice.
see. It's Rob here, in for Nate tonight. And I think the first one, I'm trying to figure out my order here, but I think the first one I'm going to do is it doesn't matter how old you are. You could be, 22 or you could be 72. You probably know this song. It's a great song. It's from one album of the year at the Grammys, I think in like 85. It's just a classic song. It screams summer. Second song that I'm doing is from my favorite, I say my favorite 21st century artist. So my favorite artist that has come out since the 21st century. I've not talked about him since I've been filling in on the pod. So I feel like he deserves some love because he's amazing. And my third one is the quintessential summer jam from the quintessential summer band.
Ooh,
Oh,
you planned
man.
that.
Oh, man.
You planned that.
And then we have a teaser, 10th song it's a song that you don't know by a band you do know. And it should have been a single. And Rob and I have been riding for it for over a decade. And
A decade.
We'll give you that one at the end of the episode just for a little extra fun.
You're going to want to hang out because if you don't know this song, you're going to want to know this song.
Yes,
Trust
you
me.
are. Yes,
and
you
you're going to be bumping it all summer.
Oh, yeah.
And so if this is your first time listening to us, Rob, rock radio legend from the Northeast. If you're from the Northeast, you've probably heard his voice. If you haven't, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe there's some old footage that people can dig up. There's old episodes of ours.
If you want to go to WCYY, search WCYY on YouTube. Just do Rob WCYY YouTube. You'll find some stuff.
Plenty of stuff. All kinds of stuff. And it might be a future episode, too. So don't give too much away there.
Ooh,
Yeah.
teaser alert.
But yeah, Rob's been with us now. Jeez, this has got to be
I think it's
like
like my 5th or 6th.
6th at least.
It might be. Yeah.
Which, I mean, he's the de facto 4th member. We've said that about a few people, but it's been him the whole time. It's been Rob.
I'm in. I'm
Sorry,
down.
Greg.
We love Greg, but it's Rob. So yeah, how you guys doing tonight?
Good. We're back in my basement, and I love this place. You guys aren't here right now, but this is where I hang out in the summer because we have air conditioners in the bedroom, but not in the living room. And down here, it's naturally cool all summer long.
Yes.
So when we have those hot days, if we have them,
Was that a teaser for Kid Rock all summer long?
Yeah,
not
right?
on my list.
No,
not on
Kid
my
Rock.
list.
The nice thing is we are together, which doesn't happen very often in the life of the pod. But this time, I think I have the recording correct, so I'm not going to have a lisp the entire episode.
Ooh,
like I
yeah,
did
I
I
last
really
time we
wish
did
you
it.
left it like that too.
Well,
Did you
it's
ever
in
give
there.
them a sample? The podheads a sample of what you sounded like?
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
my god!
I mean, if they listen to the episode, it's.
I thought you had fixed it. No?
I cut some out, but
Okay.
there's still some in there. There's an extras episode coming down the line that will have a very prominent piece of that.
It's just so weird. Like out of all the technical difficulties, how something can actually make you have a lisp. Out of all,
Well, it was AI. I filtered my. I did. I filtered my track through AI,
Adobe's
and
podcast.
it cleaned
offering.
it up for the most part, but it made me have a lisp.
Okay.
And that's a trade-off. Like in person, it's just a different vibe. Like if we could swing in person
100%.
every episode, we would. But obviously we can't. Nate's on the West Coast, but we do enjoy these. But sometimes you pick up background noise. It picks it up so bad you got to run it through a freaking AI engine, and you got to take what you can get. So.
Or you just don't have it set correctly on your computer like a dumbass. I'm a dumbass, guys. It is what it is.
There's more points of failure in person.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which seems not the, it wouldn't seem like it's the case, but it is.
So yeah, we're here together. We're gonna do summer jams, but I think we're gonna start with a game, which we've done the game before, but never with Rob. And I'm talking band
Know
name.
about a game? Wait,
game.
you're throwing this on me now?
No,
Yeah.
you know, I told you about the game. Come on.
What was it? Refresh.
Band name, real or fake?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
You did mention
so-
this.
This is band name, real or fake, which we've done before. It's been a while, but a little twist: Summer Festival Edition. All of these bands are on a festival this summer, so that's exciting. And they could
So they're all real bands then?
Oh.
no,
Oh,
not
okay.
necessarily. All right, first band.
The real ones are.
First band name, real or fake? Just Mustard.
I'm letting you guess first.
Would it help if I gave you the festival they're playing?
I don't know. Would it?
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't give it.
Just Mustard. I'm gonna say they're a band.
I'm just gonna counter that and say no, fake.
They are a real band, and they're playing Riot Fest. Just Mustard.
Just Mustard.
So there's a ska band. I talk about ska called Mustard Plug,
Okay.
and then there's Just Mustard.
Just Mustard.
So
Plug.
one wants mustard, one doesn't.
Right.
So, and we should have said this at the beginning. We don't know. I don't necessarily know if any of these bands are good or bad. That's not the point of this. The point of this is the band names are fun, and maybe a bandicap or a bandvantage, depending on who you are. But it's fun to do because
Don't add us.
Handicap.
Don't add us.
Band Vantage.
exactly.
I love that.
exactly. So yes, Just Mustard is a real band.
All right, 1-0. Let's go.
Yeah, Rob is leading 1-0. All right, band name, real or fake? Fake names.
I'm not really a fan of the name, but I just have a feeling that it's a real band.
I think Fake Names is real because I think it has Brian Baker of Minor Threat fame.
Ooh, Twan, you are correct. You're both correct. It is a real band. They are
Okay.
also playing Riot Fest later
Ooh.
this summer
See.
in September.
I came correct with that one. I knew a little history.
Yeah, that helps. That helps. And I try to pick ones that maybe you wouldn't know, but we
You might
are
want to edit
nerds.
my thought on their band name because if they're listening, they're never going to come on your show now.
Yeah. We can talk about it after. Save that for the Patreon. Band name, real or fake? Photograph, but F-A-U-X. Photograph.
That's faux.
I think it's fake and brilliant approach, like brilliant take on a fake name.
Thanks. I came up with that one.
There you go.
Did you? Yeah, because that would be a good band name.
So Rob's 3 for 3, Twan, you're 2 for 3, right?
Yes, 2 for 3.
All right, band name, real or fake? The Ketchup Bandits.
That's got to be fake.
I'm gonna counter. It's real, baby. Ketchup Bandits.
It's fake. The
It's
Ketchup Bandits I made up.
4-2.
After seeing Just Mustard, I thought Ketchup needs some love. We're gonna go Ketchup Bandits.
I'm relishing in the moment.
And that you put the Ketchup Bandits and the Just Mustard on your cheeseburger.
If it was real, are you buying Ketchup Bandits merch?
Yes,
Oh yeah,
You
absolutely.
are. Okay, so
Yeah.
maybe we should rebrand.
we might. Yeah, we could just be the Ketchup Bandits from here on out. All right, another one. You ready?
Another one.
Band name, real or fake? Venus and the Flytraps.
I'm gonna say fake, but it should be a band.
I think it's real.
It is real,
Okay.
and they're
Ooh.
playing Bonnaroo this weekend, I think.
Wow.
Is anybody keeping score? Because I still think I'm winning.
4-3 you.
Or
Okay.
3 Rob. Yep. All right, you ready? Venus and the Flytraps was a real band playing Bonnaroo, and now band name, real or fake? The Parking Cones.
I have a strong opinion about this one.
Okay, let's hear it.
It's fake.
Okay,
Hard fake.
okay.
I'm gonna go real.
That is a fake band name. I
Okay.
made that one up. The Parking Cones don't exist yet. If they do, I'm sorry, but yeah, I made that one up.
Actually, let me ask you this: how did you fact check that the ones you thought you made up were actually fake?
I Googled them.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't really do a super deep dive, but
Because you know there's some high school band with that name that's offended.
I hope so.
You didn't know about them.
yeah, and if you are the Parking Cones, please DM us. I'd love to hear you, what you're listening, what you're working with here.
And why you named your band that.
You know,
what the
it's,
hell? We just haven't gotten our website up yet, dicks.
Go to www.theparkingcones.com for
No,
more
dot
information.
.tk, one of those obscure, like,
Yeah, dot
free.
.eu. Yeah. All right, band name, real or fake? Tinnitus.
Is that spelled like tonight? Yes.
One
Okay.
word,
Okay.
Tinnitus.
Ah, fake.
That's fake.
Yeah, that is the medical term for ringing in the ears. So that's not a real, but it would be a good band name, I think.
You have to be allowed. You have to be heavy.
They aren't playing Pitchfork, but they should. Rob, you got 5? Is that your 5th one?
I think so.
I think it's tied.
5-5. All right, we got another one. Ready?
Tiebreaker.
Yeah. Band name, Real or Fake? Men I Trust.
I'm gonna go fake on that one.
I'm gonna go real.
It's
Why not?
real. Twan wins.
What?
6-5. They're playing Bonnaroo. Yep, they're playing Bonnaroo.
I want to know what they sound like now.
Good question.
I have a feeling they're not up on stage saying "We're men I trust."
Yeah, I mean, who
they
knows?
could be, I guess, but
We'll listen to them after and react. I've got 2 more we'll just do for fun, but band name, Real or Fake? Black Belt, Eagle Scout.
It's so bizarre that it's got to be real.
I'm gonna say real.
Real, playing Pitchfork.
Of course.
And the last one, Moist Towelette.
Definitely fake.
So, funny story about that name.
Yeah?
I was in a. The way I'm even starting this is funny. I was in a bowling league, and that
All
was
right.
my handle, Moist Towel.
Oh, nice. That's Nerd Poets right there,
on the
friend.
screen. It's fake.
Yeah, I made that one up. So, all right, that was our band name, Real or Fake. We haven't done that one in a while, and we've never done it in person, so that was fun. I enjoyed that, guys.
That
Thanks.
was great.
Thanks for indulging me in my weird
was
band
good.
name.
I'm trying to think of my favorite one. What was the faux one? Faux?
Photograph.
Photograph.
That
is
was
great.
good.
I want to know what men I trust sound like.
Yeah, we'll listen to them when we're done recording tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, Photograph, I came up with that one for, actually, if you've listened to any episodes, the music that intros us is by a guy named Nomar Slevik and another guy named Donnie Golden. They, Donnie and I make up fake album titles for Nomar all the time, and this was one of them, and he was like, we can't use that, it's too serious. Like, so I saved it for here.
That's great.
All right.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, we get Summer Jams. Who wants to lead us off?
Rob, you're going first.
I'm going first tonight. All right. So I guess I'll do it in the order of the teas. And we came up with the topic like 3 days ago. I texted you guys. I'm like, what are we doing? I shouldn't even have. You know me, I'm a planner, but I've realized after I've been on this 5 or 6 times now. I'm like, I'm not doing that anymore. Don't tell me the topic till the day of, because it's gonna
I like that.
Yeah, it's gonna I'm gonna get down a rabbit hole. And today I happen to be super busy with work. I'm a realtor on the side, so if you're looking to buy or sell here in Maine, hit me up.
Yeah.
But it was good that I was busy because I didn't have a whole lot of time to spend. TT, you want to?
Oh, hey, TT.
You have some summer jams? My cat's here. She's
Yes.
blind, by the way, just to remind you guys. So if she walks into your feet or something, don't kick her.
Hey, TT.
So yeah, so I didn't have a whole lot of time to spend. I still came up with like 12 songs, and of course I had to cut them down to 3. But the first one I'm going to go with, I mentioned was a huge hit, very ill-timed placement for a single. I don't know if you guys knew this, but another fun fact for an ill-timed single, Michael Jackson's Thriller, the title track, I believe was like the 7th or 8th single, 6th or 7th single from the album.
Wow.
Was like the last single, and it was released like November 2nd.
Oh, they dropped the.
Wow.
Oh,
Like,
no.
why would you do that? And of course, the epic video they came out with it. And this is one of those kind of not nearly as severe as that, but this is one of those ill-timed songs that was released at the end of the summer, and it's just got that total summer feel to it. I've always loved this song, and it's one of those, and that's kind of how I pick my songs. Is like, what songs do I love to listen to in the summer? And this is one of them. And it was from the album of the year, the Grammy album of the year, I believe in '85. It's All Night Long, Lionel Richie.
Oh, yes.
It's got that Caribbean sound to it, and mid-tempo, chorus picks up. It's just one of those great summer songs that just it just makes you think summer when you hear it.
What number single was this off the album?
That was the first single.
That was the first single.
Yeah.
But they just truly just relate.
And I understand, but how many times have we seen? I mean, look at "Pour Some Sugar on Me" from Def Leppard. That was the 4th single from Hysteria, and it's arguably their most known song to date. So and how many times have we seen first singles bomb? So I feel like they should have saved this one for the spring, but it didn't matter because it was a huge monster hit anyway, and it's a great song.
Still is. I mean, one of my favorite Lionel songs, and
Yeah.
every time it comes on, how do you not start dancing to it?
Yeah,
like it's very hard
absolutely.
not to. And it's a great, sitting on the deck having a drink. Let's
Yep.
toss on some Lionel. Why not, right?
Absolutely. I mean, it's no hello.
No, but I mean,
Is it me you're looking
what
for?
a weird video.
Such a weird video.
Which one is that?
Yeah, go watch the hello video from Lionel Richie, and then comment on the on the post here, and let us know what you think. You know, it probably worked for the time, but it's like 100% cheese.
Yeah, total cheese.
One thing we didn't do, which we typically, before we get into these, typically we kind of talk about what our criteria was.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it could be lyrics, it could be the vibe of the song, it could be the fact that it came out in the summer and I have those memories. So for you, this is like out in the deck, having a good time. Is it the lyrics too?
Yeah, I mean, the lyrics definitely play a part, but that's how I kind of pick my songs. Is like, what songs do I really love to hear in the summer, and that's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it's a good one, man. It's a real good one. That's a good, that gets us going quick here. I like that a lot. And the nice thing about this is I think we're all over the map tonight. They all fit this.
So I've got a 60s. I should have teased it that way. I've got a 60s song, an 80s song, which you just heard, and a song that came out last year.
So are we redoing the intro? God damn it, Rob.
All right, let's start the whole episode over.
Yeah, all that's done. We're going to do
What
it
is
again.
up, podheads? This is Tony.
It kind of is. All right, Twar, what have you got? Give us one. Let's go.
All right, I'm going to hit you with, how I teased this earlier was, this is the kind of the ska reggae infused song from a California band, popped off in the 90s. Kind of tragic ending to the band, but they're still going in some capacity. Massive album in the 90s. There's a song that, if you know the band just based on what I've said, there's a song that you're probably like, all right, he's going to pick that song. I'm not picking that song.
I might know where you're going.
Is it Real Big
here.
Fish?
It is not Real Big Fish.
Ooh, okay.
Are they from New England?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Cali band, right? You said.
Band is Sublime.
Oh,
Okay.
It's not summertime.
It's not Doing Time. It's not Summertime and the Living's Easy. That was too easy. I'm going with What I Got.
Ooh.
Nice. That's got summer written all over.
It
really
is.
does.
It's actually the first one that I came up with for this episode, because it starts off, drums come in, then guitars, and then early in the morning, rising to
it's
the
got
street.
the
It's got the drums. Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. Early in the morning.
I like the reprise version at the end of the album.
With-
That's got the breakdown at the end with
Yeah.
people clapping.
Ooh, have I even heard that?
Yeah, we used to play both versions on CYY.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
must have heard it, but
Yeah.
like this
It starts right out with the vocals.
Mhm.
Early in the morning, and
Yep.
then it's got the clapping going at the end. We'll have to pop that on
We've
after.
have to
Definitely heard that
playlist
version.
that shit.
I think we all had that CD.
Oh yeah,
Everybody.
like this. I mean, not to deep dive the album, but the whole album fits this criteria for the most part. And I think like the fact that album popped off was a complete accident. Like if you think about the song about the LA riots, the song about Pawn Shop, it's like this wasn't concocted in a record label lab.
Nope.
This was something naturally that happened, that had tracks, had hits, and it popped off.
But
But
it popped off after he died,
no,
Like we did that on episode 3.
which is crazy. And then
think it was
40
the What
Ounces to
If.
Freedom became a big album
Mhm.
because of that self-titled album.
yeah. But like I could have gone Doing Time, but Doing Time is outside of the Summertime and Living's Easy. It's more like a mysterious
Right.
vibe. This one screams Long Beach, Venice Beach, longboards, outside hanging with your friends.
Absolutely.
It's summer. This would probably be my first summer jam pick
That's a great. Oh, it was your
in the
first one.
draft.
Oh, okay.
And
Nice.
probably the
Wow.
most covered song that you'll ever hear if you go out to a bar.
Yeah, a lot of
On a
people do it.
patio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people.
If there's a band playing, they're playing What I Got.
Oh,
Or Santeria. They're
Yeah.
playing they're playing both.
They're definitely playing Santeria. Good,
Yeah.
good call.
undeniable album. And I listened to the whole album today, and
Nice.
it's more ska than I remember.
You know what song I love from that album is Same in the End.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That song is like it's completely different from most of the songs on the album because that's like the real like punky tune on the album.
well, Seed too. Seed's
Yep.
punky. That like really fast frenetic intro, and
Yep.
then
That's a
that's
great
good one,
album.
too. I gotta put that on. It's been a long time since I've listened to that record.
Everyone had that album.
Everybody. We were in 6th grade when that dropped. I think.
96. Insane.
Sorry, Rob.
We don't need to go there.
You weren't that much.
I was on the radio
Were you?
playing What I Got as a new song.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I was.
Yeah.
I mean, I was still in high school, or I just graduated from high school.
Not that much older.
I'm quite a bit older. But anyways.
All right, that's a good pick. I like that one a lot, and that'll be a fun one to bop later. All right, I'm gonna give you one of mine.
Hear it.
And Tuan gave us his kind of criteria. Mine was, did I want to roll the windows down and turn the radio up when I put it on my way here tonight? And I did for all of them. So I'm in. Great.
Happy with your picks.
Yeah. The first one I'll give you to is the one that I teased right off the top. The band dropped their kind of big album in 2000 and had a couple of hits, one kind of radio hit, and then had CeeLo Green was on a track. And then this song, I think, was released, but then like re-recorded and re-released about 8 years later by Universal, and was picked up by a radio station, I think out west.
Was
and
this a CYY song that we played?
CYY ended up picking it up as well.
In 2000.
2008 it became a massive song on the rock radio.
In 2008, but it was originally recorded in 2000.
Yeah, it came out in 2000. Yep. The band? Want to give you the band?
I'm
You'll know.
stumped.
If you give me I feel like I want a hint other than the band because this is like
It's a little slower. It's the person singing is talking about his life to a bartender.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
What's that?
Rehab, Sitting at a Bar.
Yes, sir.
Great pick.
Yeah.
So wait, this
That's a great summer song.
I feel like there's a story about this song with you in the car.
Oh no, It Don't Matter, and that's where I started.
It Don't Matter. Okay.
That's the song that we played. Yeah, we played that in like 2000.
Yes.
Yeah.
So 2000, I remember spring of 2001, I got my license, and that song was in fairly heavy rotation at CYY at the time, and I just remembered being in the car, rolling the windows down, and having my license, having that first like real taste of freedom, and that song being on, and it's not a happy song, but
right.
I wanted to do that one, but I'm like, nah, I talked about that one on the podcast before. Let's pick a different Rehab song, but bring a little more light to Rehab, and yeah. Sitting at a Bar.
Sitting at a Bar is more of a summer song, I feel like, than
Agreed.
It Don't Matter. It Don't Matter is a great song. I'm actually literally putting that in my CYY playlist right now.
Nice, yeah.
Because I don't think that's in there, and that was an overlooked great jam.
What's the CeeLo connection?
He's on the song Storm Chaser on that record from 2000.
Really?
Yeah, which is
that
also
a label
a
play?
jam.
He
Must
was
have
what, Goody Mob?
Must have been.
He was in the Goody Mob.
Yeah, and they're from the South too.
Yeah.
It must have been a label play, but it's a cool track. Check out Storm Chaser. Check out Rehab if you haven't. There's some fun songs in there. They had a guy called Steak Knife in the band, which I thought was funny.
Wait, band name member, real or fake?
Yeah, right. He ended up when they put out the record that Southern Discomfort is the record that it was on. He was in jail, so I don't know what he did. I don't know anything about the background of these guys. I just remember liking It Don't Matter, and then remembering that Sitting at a Bar had a weird trajectory because it was a song in 2000. But didn't really pop off until 8 years later.
And it was a different version. The one that was released came out was little tweaked.
The album cover is a guy like praying, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Rehab.
Great pick.
Tough band name to like market. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if you listen to the songs, it makes sense.
It makes sense. I'm just
You know
thinking.
what else came around
Steak Knife
around the same time is Sitting at a Bar. Remember? Do you guys remember Asher Roth?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I love college.
Yes.
I love college.
Yes, I do.
It was the college
It's like
rap
the same
era.
kind of feels like, oh, this is coming out right after Rehab, kind of a
Not that far.
drinking song.
When was Spose? 2009.
I think it was 2010. that-
Okay,
that
so
Spose
he's
broke
just
out.
after that. So
Yeah.
our boy
If
Spose.
he was here right now, he'd be able to answer that
Should've
question
texted.
for us. Love you, Spizzy.
Should have texted him.
If you're listening, what are your summer jams?
Yeah, hit us up.
He
Spose.
would have been great. We would,
We'll do another one with him.
Yeah,
He's a busy guy. I
Yeah,
don't want
he's
to
very
badger him.
all right, so I'll go next. I've been on like I said 5 or 6 times now, and I've never chosen a song, I don't believe, from my like I said, my favorite artist of the 21st century. I think my favorite band of the 21st century would be the Killers, but it's my favorite artist. And I've seen him. I'm gonna see him in about 2 weeks, and it's gonna be my I want to say probably 9th show that I've seen. And I just became, and I went to see him, free tickets from the radio station. How many times? I've done that many times,
Mhm.
All right, I'll go check this out. Don't know really who they are. But I fell in love with them after I first saw them. One of the first shows at the Main State Pier.
Oh, wow.
And the other problem I had today was like, how am I going to pick one song from this guy? Because I think 20 to 25% of every song he's ever written has the lyrics summer in them somewhere. But I just decided to pick my most played song on Spotify for 2022 because I rocked it all summer last summer because it's such a summer song and it's so good, and you guys probably won't know it, but a lot of people might not know it. But It's one of the newer songs from Michael Franti and Spearhead.
Ooh.
Oh, right on.
It's called "Baby Let Your Soul Shine,"
Mhm.
and it's so good, and it's the song that I rocked in the car with the sunroof open on my deck, having some drinks. It's just the perfect summer song.
You played this for me last summer. I remember.
I probably did.
And I mean, I love Franti actually. And coming up with a post today for our Instagram, I was looking through my ticket stubs and saw a Franti show from the state probably 10 or 11 years ago that we all went to.
Yep.
And that was my first time seeing him, and it was amazing.
He's such a performer, and he's such a good guy, and he's so engaging, and his shows are so fun. They're so passionate. He interacts with the crowd. I did get up on stage with him and
I've
sang with
seen
him
that video.
back
Yeah.
in. I'd say it was my last show I saw before COVID. It was like the end of 2019, like fall of 19, and he pulled me up on stage, and it was great. Great. I love that guy. I love everything about him. So if you're not familiar with Michael Franti and Spearhead, go listen to his music. Go listen to their music. It's just, especially for the summertime, it's so good.
Yes, sir.
All right. From a guy that couldn't name one of his songs, what I do know about him is he is very genuine.
Yeah,
Everything about
100%.
him, going out to the crowd. I've seen the videos. I've seen videos online, videos actually that like Nate's posted about, and he's in the crowd, and it's because it's his home. It's not forced. Someone telling him to do that.
He's very charitable. He's very vocal on, global issues.
Yeah.
Very, uniting. He's just a great guy, great musician. Love everything about him.
You guys saw him last summer. You and Nate saw him last summer up in the woods in Maine, right?
Yep. And we're seeing him at the same venue
Nice.
in a couple of weeks.
And that's the thing is he showed Maine love.
Yeah.
For a guy that probably thrives in warm weather, he comes up here quite a bit.
He's been here
July,
almost every summer.
That's what I mean. Like
He's
picks
been
a
here, I think,
spot.
almost every summer for like the past 8 or 9 years. I think
Mhm.
he might have missed like 2 summers. He's played at Thompson's Point. He's played at the Maine State Pier up in Sydney State Theater. Yeah, no, he's awesome. Great show.
Franti rules.
Yeah.
Rob's right. Go check him out if you haven't. And that video of you on stage might make it to our socials at some point this week.
Oh
too,
yeah,
so.
we gotta get that too for sure.
Hell yeah.
So if you don't want it aired, scrub it from your socials.
Nah, too late. I'm stealing it right now. Good pick.
All right, you're up.
We're hitting you with round 2 here. So I tease this as the early 2000s pop punk song. So
It's the one I think I know.
I'm hitting you with not a song, an album. This is my number 1 summer album. And you could pick any song from this album, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2, and it'll hit. So this is an album from 2002. It's the band's 3rd full length. I mean, there's a song on the album called It's Been a Summer.
Newfound Glory.
It's Newfound Glory.
I was
The
wrong.
album
Okay.
It's Sticks and Stones.
Hell yeah.
So we talk about criteria before we started. Lyrics, all day. Summer vibes. The music, it's upbeat. Release cycle. This band released albums in the summer. Like they knew what they were doing. So they learned from Lionel Richie's mistakes, from Michael Jackson.
Right.
Timing is everything. So, I mean, if I had to pick a song, you can't go wrong with My Friends Over You. It's Been a Summer. Understatement. They're all upbeat. It's summer. I just remember driving around when we were 16, 17.
Yeah.
And this was a big soundtrack, and it was in the summer 'cause that's when it came out. This came out in June 11th. Almost what?
21 years ago.
21 years ago.
As of this week.
Man, the dates.
Yeah.
Stop.
I know.
It kills me.
Twan, that's the summer we spent, you, me, our buddy Ian, and Stella, who we've joked about on this podcast long ago. We spent together, the 4 of us were together like every day listening to
Bumping
this.
This was
That was the album with Head On Collision too.
Head
right?
On Collision,
Yeah.
track number 5. And
Yeah.
that's the only, that was one of the, maybe one
Yeah, and the story so far, maybe.
story so far, and Sunny. Like those are
Kind of the sad songs.
the sadder songs.
Yeah.
Everything else, summer fucking jam.
I gotta be honest. I don't think I've ever listened to Sticks and Stones in its entirety.
Oh,
Well,
Rob, do it.
So here's the thing. At 55 or whatever you are, would it hit the same?
He's leaving. He's
You're
out of my house
you're
right now.
55. Shit.
So
Drop a decade, Dick.
as someone who's 37, if I heard Sticks and Stones for the first time, would I be as into it? Maybe not. I just have this legacy.
Mm-hmm.
Not to discourage you from listening to it. You'll enjoy it. But
So it's kind of like me telling you to watch an episode of Fraggle Rock. It wouldn't be
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
because you're 37.
I watched Fraggle
But it was
Rock.
amazing
I'm
when I was a
38.
kid. Is it the same type of thing?
That trash heap out back. I watched Fraggle Rock.
Get every episode right there on
So,
DVD.
Rob, I went to a concert with you where you were dressed like a Fraggle.
I was actually dressed
Fun.
as Gobo.
Yeah, we went to,
And
we
that
went to
photo
fun.
will come out with
That
this.
photo's around.
with this
Yes,
You
episode
guys have a
roll
lot to add to the to the.
I think
for
the
this
photo.
week.
There's a
Taking
photo
notes?
of me and Rob after the show. You all dressed up. There's a photo of me at the show wearing the Fraggle head. I gotta find. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I have that picture.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, no, that's going up too.
That's a good picked one.
We found glory.
we
60
spent-
Stones.
So much time with that record.
So you went with an album.
I went with an album. And the
That's
thing is,
bullshit.
I could have. Who writes the rules here?
We make the rules, motherfucker.
I could have picked maybe 50 songs by them, but I'm like you.
My next song's "All I Want for Christmas Is You" by Mariah Carey.
Summer
Because
Jam.
there's no rules.
no rules for you.
You're right. You could have picked 50 songs by then because there's so many good ones.
All right, Letter
hey,
of the
hey,
Law.
while
here.
you're in there, grab me one, bro.
It's Been a Summer is my pick by Newfound Glory.
That's a great call. That's a great call.
Oh, the other thing, while Rob's stalling here,
He's not stalling. He's grabbing beverages.
Warp Tour. They were a staple on Warp Tour. So all I think about is NFG at Warp Tour.
And we talked to Kevin Lyman, creator of the Warp Tour.
Yeah, go check
way
that out.
back last summer. Check it out. Yeah.
We're not afraid to toot our own horns on the catalog.
I love
go
doing
back and check it out.
Yeah, episode 1 of Tattoo the Earth. We had Kevin on. He was awesome too. It was a great conversation.
So Tone, you're the closer.
All right, so let's go with the hip hop track. And they were on the same label as a main.
Hip Hop Hooray.
It's that band. It is Naughty by Nature. It is not that song.
It's funny when you teased it earlier. I was like, it's got to be Naughty by Nature.
It is.
Wait, he just said hip hop, and you knew, and you said hip hop array, and it
Well,
just happened to be
So
Naughty by
that's the
Nature?
point of the teasers. It
Yeah.
gives you a teaser.
So the tease was they were on the same label as a prominent main band, which was
Weren't they on SBK Records?
they
Was
were on Tommy Boy with
Tommy Boy.
with Rustic.
Okay. Oh, that's right. That's right. I thought they were.
They
on,
did a song
okay.
with Rustic on their record Nature's Fury, 1999, called Radio, which is fucking awesome, but not the song.
Why can't I think of
This is
my God.
95.
It's gonna when you
I know,
say
I know what
this.
the song is.
What is it?
Feel Me Flow.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Feel me flow.
Feel
Yeah.
me flow, baby. Naughty's
great
back.
one.
Naughty's
Yeah,
back
me
like
over.
vertebrae. Such a great line. I love that song.
I actually haven't heard that song in years, but that's a great one.
It's the first Naughty by Nature song that popped into my head. I said, I need a hip hop track. All right, let's look some stuff up. Oh, yep, that's the one. And threw it on in the car, cranked the radio, and said, it's like summertime. It's Maine. The windows are down. People are looking at me like, that guy's having a good time. And I'm like, you fucking right I am. Because I'm listening to Naughty by Nature.
That's one of those songs that was big at the time, but just friggin' disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would say if you polled hip hop heads now, younger, Naughty by Nature might have fell off the radar, which is too bad because Tretch
Too bad.
is an all-time MC.
Mhm.
He is.
Yeah, Tommy Boy came out in 95, late May of 95. So it was a summer jam.
No, that's a great pick.
Yeah.
Not what I would have expected, but no, that's like one of those songs that like you gotta bring that back. You know, that'd be like fun to hear. You know,
How does the beat go?
Oh,
Is it
it's very.
bum, bum, bum?
Dun, 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 yeah.
Oh, dude. Yes.
Yep. I can hear the intro in my head, but I can't say it through the mic.
No, I know. I tried and it
Yeah.
failed.
I'd put it in the episode, but then it would get flagged and we'd have to drop it. So
Right.
we're not doing that.
Right.
So this passes the Windows down test.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, it does. So yeah, Naughty by Nature.
So what were you doing summer of 96? This came out.
I thought it was
95.
summer 95.
This is one of those, my first like MTV memories. Like seeing this video, being like, ooh, I like before school, MTV's on watching, Rude Awakening or whatever the fuck was on. Remember that show, Rude
Yeah.
Awakening? Yeah. They play, and DJ Scribble and shit was on, like all that, yeah. And they would just play songs from everybody. You get Eminem, you get whoever. But in 95, you get Naughty by Nature because this song was massive at the time. And I just remember being like, I like this. Am I supposed to like this? Yeah, I'm supposed to like this. This is great.
I was a junior in high school.
Yeah, I was 10,
Yep.
11. I was 11.
Yeah.
All right, another plug for them. 1999,
Mm-hmm.
all-time album title.
Oh
All-time.
yeah, definitely.
That record's great too, by the way. 1999. And
Was
Rustic's on
was there a song from that album that was like?
it. Ooh, yeah.
I remember the album title, but
I'll look it up.
that first album, though, the first album was good. I actually got to know that first album quite a bit because it was so big. I think that came out, what, 94?
Yeah, or 92 maybe.
Maybe it was 92.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it was 92.
Naughty by Nature's 91.
Actually, that was 91.
Yep.
with OPP and Ghetto Bastard.
OPP was 91.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was 91.
Wow.
Because Hip Hop Hooray was like 90, 93, right?
Hip Hop Hooray was 93 and 1993.
That's what it was. Okay. It wasn't 1999.
No, 1999 had Ring the Alarm was a cool song. Holiday, probably not as many big ones. Jamboree's cool.
Jamboree was the single.
That was the big.
That was the
No,
big one.
Jam, you know what? Jam. Yeah, that was a good one.
Jam. Burry.
And then obviously Rustic on the song Radio, which at the time I was just getting into Rustic too. It's 99. I'm a freshman in high school. I'm like, this is awesome. They're a local band and they're on with Naughty by Nature. Like, fuck yeah.
I mean, screw major labels, but when that stuff comes out and like we assume with Rehab, the CeeLo thing,
Mhm.
it's cool shit.
It's cool shit. And it was probably trying to get in on some of the new metal stuff, but it wasn't new metal. Like it had no, Rustic wasn't super heavy as far as rock bands went. Yeah, it was, but it was cool. It was cool. It was a good collabo. It was cool that they were on with. I would imagine it was pretty awesome for them to be on a Naughty by Nature.
Oh
record.
yeah, absolutely.
That's fucking wild. That's great. Good pick. Good pull.
Yeah, it's a great pick.
It passes the summer test.
Yeah. All right, Rob. Last one.
All right, quintessential song from the quintessential band for the summertime. You know, I wanted to pick a Bob Marley song. I definitely wanted to, but I didn't. You're feeling that, aren't you?
I'm feeling my
You're
flow
feeling
over
that flow,
here.
aren't
Yeah.
you? Yeah, it's good. He's trying one of the new Truly red, white, and blue pack.
Yep.
There, he's trying the.
We're
peach
not
burst.
sponsored, but if you want to,
No,
truly,
seriously,
we're all
though,
in.
the if you like the seltzers, the new Truly pack, that's the limited edition summer pack, is just fire.
All right, Joe Rogan, keep going.
I'm
So-
having a jamboree over here.
I'm hoping that Truly's gonna like just give me like some coupons or something after
Yeah,
that.
that'd be nice.
But
Yeah, we'll tag
anyways,
'em.
I didn't pick a Bob Marley song because there's so many, and there's so many from this band too. But this is the quintessential summer band. You guys picking that up at all? Can you give? I told you the 60s.
You said 60s summer.
I'm basically handing it.
Yeah, still don't know.
Summer band.
Beach
what-
Boys.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
Beach
Nailed
Boys.
it. Any guesses on the song?
I get around.
Nailed it. All right. You got the
Wow.
band. You got the song. Perfect. Perfect.
Wait, is this the Tupac?
Yeah, I was
Around?
gonna say, is this
Yes.
Tupac and Digital Underground?
Also a great summer song.
I get around. It is a great song. They're both great songs.
But no, this song just screams summer, lyrically, music,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, you guys have done this many times. You listen to the lyrics of songs, and you don't think anything of it when you're 10 years old. You don't even know what
Yep.
they're talking about.
No
and
clue.
then when you get older, you're like, all right, that's what they're talking about. I Get Around is exactly what you would think it means. It means
Mm-hmm.
getting around.
Yes, it is.
I think the lyrics from the song are, why would you want to leave your buddy home alone on a Saturday night? I get around.
Is
And this song
that
came out in
what
the
Tupac's
60s.
version was about too?
I think so,
I
but
think
different.
probably-
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
but different.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. But no, it's a great summer song from the Great Summer Band. I actually did get to see these guys live probably about
Hampton
6,
Beach?
7 years ago at the Main State Pier,
Oh,
back
the-
when they were
yeah, the
still doing
pier.
shows. Yeah. And they played like 35 songs, 2 minutes apiece, 2-hour show. It was great.
Yep.
It was great. But yeah, Beach Boys, I Get Around.
I mean, they're still playing out one.
They're playing
one original
Hampton
member.
Beach this summer.
So I was on the phone with my dad actually driving over here. They're going to see that, and then they're seeing Little River Band tomorrow night.
See, I love the Little River Band. My qualm with this is there's only one member left, and he's not even an original.
Oh yeah, see that.
But
at that
there's
point,
been deaths and whatnots. But I do love that they're carrying on the name. You know, if you're listening right now, there's a good chance you don't even know who this band is. But I know who they are because of my mom.
Mhm.
They're a great band, great songs. Oh, Cool Change.
Woo, great song.
That's a great summer song right
Great song.
there.
My dad's a big Little River band guy too.
Great
so,
song right
yep.
there.
I mean, are the Beach Boys the best summer band of all time? I think. I mean,
Probably
they're
are. Yeah.
they're in the conversation. Although
Yeah, most known-
we almost didn't guess it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most known to be a summer band. Like, what
Yeah.
other band is known to be a summer band?
Hmm.
I mean, Bob Marley, probably, because he's
There's
got the
some.
reggae vibes.
Yeah, there's some. A lot of that like Cali reggae stuff right now, like Iration and Ia Terra and stuff like that. But yeah, 311 could because all their records came out in the summer. They're very positive and friendly and sunny sounding, but I wouldn't call them a summer band.
Couple tracks off Weezer's Blue album.
Yeah.
Tracks there, but then,
Well, and speaking of Weezer, Island in the Sun
Island
was
in
on
the
my
Sun.
list.
Yeah.
That was on
Actually,
my list.
It's funny you say that. I polled my wife yesterday, hey, what comes to mind for a summer band? And she said she was talking about Island in the Sun, but thought it was a different band, and it threw me for a looper. I was like, I don't know who you're talking about, but you're talking about a Weezer song.
You thought it was Islands in the Stream by Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton, didn't you?
No, she probably did.
From one corner to another. The mashup of songs, singing on the podcast. I gotta get on that.
Yeah.
Weezer, man. It's another story for another time.
Yeah, well, we've done Weezer before, way back on like '96. I think we did.
We could do a best. Everybody has to pick one Weezer album, and then you could do that. That's an episode right there.
Yep.
You know, because that I would probably inflict pain upon myself having to choose one, because I have like 3 or 4, like they're all kind of like
Blue.
I mean,
Blue's.
yeah, Blue's like one of them. It's just
My name is Jonas. Fuck, I'm done right there. Only in dreams.
Nate's
right
a Pinkerton truther, and I think at the end of the day, I'd have to listen back to that episode, but like right now, I'm a Blue guy. Just like thinking, but maybe I was just posturing for that episode. I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. I mean, it was a while ago. We were talking like 75 episodes ago.
Yeah.
So, but we did tail the tape, Weezer versus Blue, and I think Blue came out on top, but it was very close.
Yeah, and that's the right pick. Why are you a Maladroit guy? Like
no, Maladroit's a decent album. You guys are gonna
keep
one
fishing.
Of my favorite Weezer albums. Keep fishing, yes. One of my favorite Weezer albums,
Red.
And shout out to Kevin Kinney from Head Start, because I think he's the only person I know that agrees with me that this album is awesome. And most Weezer fans hate it. I love Ratitude.
I like Ratitude.
Ratitude front to back, every fucking song on that album.
Can't Stop Partying.
It's
Lil Wayne.
Can't Stop Partying.
Oh, I don't.
Tripping Down the Freeway.
Oh, great song.
They're just
and the
Tripping
artwork.
Down the Freeway should have been on my summer jam.
Artwork
list.
is the one with the dog, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean
It's
that's
a great album.
I own that on vinyl, so I'm with you.
So good. It's
But
so good.
the Lil Wayne Weezer song itself, and talking in collaboration,
Can't Stop Partying is so
good.
It's so I gotta bust
Is
that.
that a label
Everything-
play?
that could I don't know. That could have been. They're both big
I'm
enough, right?
surprised they didn't release that. That could have been.
Oh,
that could
so
have been
good.
something. Speaking of, we'll get to that. Speaking of a song that a record company failed miserably at, we'll get
Talk
to
about
that.
a fumbled
That's
bag.
coming.
Yeah.
That's coming.
Yeah.
All right, Twan, what do you got? Give us the last one.
So this one, how I teased this was the mid-'90s ska band. And Tone, you actually already said the band name.
Real Big Fish.
It's Real Big Fish. The
Is it-
song is Beer.
I was gonna say it's beer. It's not sellout. It's beer.
Beer's
Beer.
perfect.
If I thought about it
I think
today.
I'll grab myself a
I
beer.
think
Yeah,
actually.
you did that already.
Yeah,
Actually,
but now that you said that,
I think I'll
grab
have myself a seltzer.
yeah, truly.
All right, set the stage here. You're at a beer festival. The beer's flowing. Say Thompson's Point. You're on the water.
Mhm.
What would be the perfect soundtrack to that
That song.
in the summer? It's fucking Real
Islands
Big
in
Fish.
the Stream. Kenny Rogers, Dolly Parton.
From one corner to another.
It's RBF. RBF.
Real Big Fish.
Real Big Fish beer.
Resting bitch.
Resting Fish. Actually, that was their original name. No, I'm just kidding.
That's. I thought it was for a second.
True or false?
All-time summer song.
Yep.
Upbeat from the jump. It's the lyrics are phenomenal. Puts you in a good mood. How I never really dissected the lyrics. Not that I did for this episode, but it's obviously about a failed relationship, and it's like, I guess I'll have myself a beer,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and that screams summer to me.
Yeah. And I mean, we've all been there, right? I mean, and some people have trouble with the beer aspect of things, but the song is awesome and it fits the summer vibe.
Great
for
summer
sure.
song. Good pick.
And their sound in general fits the summer vibes.
Yep.
Totally. Yeah, as far as I know, they're still going. They're still kicking. Was this played on COI?
I'm pretty sure it was played before I was there. We played it on Throwback Lunch. You know, obviously, Sellout's the tune that
Yeah.
which is so funny to me that Sellout was a hit at the time, because all it is ripping on radio.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And yeah, but no, Real Big Fish is great. And yes, they are still a band, because they played at Aura like within the
Not
past
that
year
long
or two.
ago. Yeah.
Shit.
So,
Should have gone.
I saw him at the State
I never saw him.
in 01. Goldfinger. in the movie Life, and someone else.
That was
Real Big
Vinny
Fish.
has told us about. We had
That's
Vinny
right.
Caruana of the Movie Life on this podcast, and he told us about that.
Yeah, what did he tell us?
He told us that he ate lobster, even though Feldy was hardcore vegan, right?
And Feldy, John Feldman of Goldfinger, he released lobsters into Casco Bay because he's a vegan.
And Vinny was like, and I just ate some earlier that day.
True story.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's episode 103. I think it's
right.
103. Yeah, go back
All
and
right,
check that
Dustin
one out.
Hoffman. That's
Here
enough.
you are with the numbers again.
The World was right before it at 102. Yeah, yeah.
So I get it real quick before I forget. I had a feeling that your second pick, your second choice, was going to be a song from a band that you guys have had on.
Ooh.
I thought it
Ooh.
was going to be "The Science of Selling Yourself Short"
Oh, okay.
by Less Than Jake, because
Ooh.
that's also a great summer song.
We haven't had Less Than Jake.
I thought you had a member from Less Than Jake.
No.
It's,
Someday.
in the
Someday.
works.
Someday.
That would be-
We're still working.
Make that happen
Oh, we'd love to. Yes, we'd love to. Someday.
If you're listening.
if you're
He's-
listening.
He's not, but it's okay. All right, that's a good pick, and Real Big Fish is the vibe. And they toured with our other fourth member of the podcast, Greg.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, yep.
He
Greg
said they
told
were
us some
kind
cool
of
stories
like
about them.
mentors actually early on.
The Greg's Elmo story was at a Real Big Fish show. So
I think.
if you go back and listen to episode, I think it's 64, The Wheel of Touring. I think we talked. That's where he gives us the Elmo story, which is an all-time story. And I met Elmo in person a couple summers ago when I saw Greg in person. So that's divergence. Go listen to old Audio Slave episodes if you haven't.
Tone, you're closing us? Oh, actually, well, you're
Yes.
closing yours, and then we get
Then
a
we get the-
special,
we get the
little
special
special
treat.
special.
All right, last one. It is from another pop punk legendary band from around the same time as the Newfound Glory track or I guess record that Twan gave us. It wasn't a single, and it should have been. But I think people who made the movie that it was on, it's the opening scene of the movie. This song, the guitar riff, pops into it.
What year are we talking?
It's Dumpweed.
2001.
Every time I look for you.
Yes, every time I look for you. What movie?
I'm gonna guess American Pie.
2. American Pie 2.
You want to know what's funny?
What's that?
I had this written down.
Nice.
This exact song
By who?
by
Blink 182.
I don't know if I know
Never
this.
find out why you left him, but this answer begs that question. Too broke to beg or borrow.
Too blind to see
See
tomorrow,
tomorrow, there you
young
go.
and stupid, left wide open.
So here's the funny part.
Okay.
In my research, I'm telling you, we have the same brain. I couldn't think of what album. I knew it was on a soundtrack or featured in a movie, so I type in Blink every time I look for you soundtrack. Nothing came up because
Really?
it's just in the movie, right?
It's at the beginning of the movie.
But it's not on the soundtrack, or is it?
It is, according to Wiki, it's on the soundtrack. I don't
Okay.
remember it being there because I remember buying both American Pie 1 first soundtrack and the second one with my buddy Bert, who we got into American Pie when we were like 14. Like we
Oh,
went
yeah.
to that movie.
Nadia.
Oh, yeah. Snuck in to the old Maymall Cinemas, which doesn't even exist. It's like a Carvana. But
It used to be an IHOP.
yeah, but we like got into music that way. Like, oh, these songs are cool. This movie's cool. It was a coming of age movie for our generation, and this song is the open scene where they're at Michigan picking up Jim, I think. And it's a ridiculous scene. We don't have to go too into it, but American Pie and American Pie 2 are great fucking movies. They're ridiculous comedies. Go watch those. But this song fucking sets the scene for the movie, and it's
I'm with you. All-time summer. It was
Now I really want to hear this.
all-time summer
You'll
You
song.
made your
remember it.
top 3, and I haven't even heard it.
you'll remember it.
Okay. In pretty much the intro to Jennifer Coolidge, right? The kickoff to her career.
Jennifer Coolidge.
Stifler's mom.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Sorry, I was like
That's right.
Stifler's mom. She's Stifler's mom to me. I know she's been in a bunch of shit since, but yeah, she's Stifler's mom.
So I get this is just a quick funny story. My former coworker, Joey Disco,
Mhm.
from CYY, I just saw him last night. We get together every once in a while, and he saw Blink when they recently played, like what, not even a month ago.
in
Nice.
Boston.
I was
Down in
there.
Boston.
I was
and
there.
he had really good seats. You were there. All right. You might remember this then. He was like right in the front row or like 2 or 3 rows back. Tom DeLonge locks eyes with him. And he told me this story last night. Had a hat on. I don't even know if he told me what the hat said or whatever, but he looks right at Joey, goes, "I love your hat, man." And Joe's like, "Yeah." He goes, "I'm going to come in your face."
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah. And
It
I was like,
was-
that's perfect Tom DeLonge
Yeah.
freaking humor right
that
there.
night
Yeah.
was filled with that banter, and they leaned into it.
I love that they haven't grown up because
But it wasn't
you know,
forced. Like it was not. It was just natural. It was an extension of back when they where they left off.
That's
All-time
awesome.
song.
Great movie, great song, and I mean, of a time. We were going into our junior year of high school. That movie comes out. Like, we're going to see it. I'm 17. Finally, I can actually get into it legally.
I gotta
And,
bring that movie,
yeah.
those movies back in my life too, just because they're so
I'm
good.
sure
I haven't
there's some
seen them.
problematic pieces in them now. It is what it is. It was 20 years ago.
Dumpweed was in one of the movies too,
I
wasn't
know.
Blink was in for
It
the first
wasn't
one.
Dumpweed. They were in the first movie, and it was Mutt. The song
Yeah,
Mutt.
he
Mutt.
pauses
Okay.
shaving,
All right.
and
Yes.
he tells himself that that's when he's running from house to house, I think. Talk about bringing you back.
Mm-hmm.
That scene, that band, that song puts me back.
Mm-hmm.
And I think summer. When I think those songs, I think in those movies and those songs, I think summer.
Absolutely. And that movie is about them coming back after their freshman year of college and getting a summer lake house and just having a blast.
Yeah.
So, like, we were doing that shit too. So it was fucking great.
Man, good Paul. I swear I had that one.
Nerdvoyance, my friends.
Let me guess,
Nerdvoyance.
you had it too.
No, Rob didn't even know it.
You didn't
No,
know.
I've never heard it, but I actually did have it on my list.
I bet you'll
Nice.
you'll know it.
Yeah, you'll definitely know.
Toss
All
it
right.
on the playlist.
All right.
No,
Rob.
that whole Enema of the State album was
This is
was
Take
phenomenal.
Off Your Pants.
What's that?
This was Take Off Your Pants and Jacket.
Oh, I was talking about Dumpweed.
Yes, but
Dumpweed
what
was
we're talking
Dumpweed was
about-
Enema.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so was Mutt, and that was from the first American Pie. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, give us the one that we teased at the beginning.
All right, so this is a song. What, we're going 10 years back now, right? Ish, 2011, 2000. I think it's 2011.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so this was, I worked in radio. You guys might have heard at the beginning of the episode. You've heard me on before. I worked at alternative rock station here in Portland. Can proudly say the only alternative rock station in the state of Maine.
Yep.
That's still going and that has ever been truly alternative rock. Obviously record reps, they record companies work singles. Bands have a lot to do with that. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Usually they do, whatever. Long story short, Days Go By from The Offspring came out. Title track comes out, which is, Days Go By, good tune. I'm an Offspring fan. I listened to the album. And there's this one song that just popped. And it's I hate to keep using the word quintessential, but it's the quintessential first single from an Offspring record.
Oh yeah.
Once Americana came out and Pretty Fly came out, like there was that. All right, Offspring coming out with a new song from a new album. It's going to be something fun, something funky. And this was that song, and I was like, well, this is going to be the second single, and it wasn't. And I literally called my record rep, my local regional record rep at the time. Shout out Matt Stevens. I believe still working for Columbia on the West Coast. We're still in touch on social here and there. And they came out with Turning Into You as the second single. Not a bad song, but I was like, dude, I think I said, dude, what the fuck are you doing? And because, honestly, the Offspring were good for 2, maybe 3 singles
Right.
off of the record at that time. And I think he was, from my recollection, he was kind of surprised that I was so fired up about this song. And I was like, dude, this is a smash. And it never saw the light of day. And I believe there's a video for it though, which is
There
kind
is
of
a
odd.
video.
There's a video
Yep.
for it, and I don't know what the plan. If there was just a plan for that, I think they might have shortly departed from Columbia Records after this. Maybe there was something going on with that. But I played it for you,
Oh yeah.
and you immediately loved it, and it's just always been one of our songs, and and it's just one of those, like, I've seen this in radio before. You listen, like we've talked about tonight, should have been a single. This is one of those songs that, how did this song never get released? And Days Go By, Turning Into You, good songs, but this was the smash off the album, and it's called Cruising California.
Mm-hmm.
Cruise in California, which I heard for the first time last week.
Yes,
And you
and I
just
saw
heard
the
it.
video. You showed me the video, Tone. We actually watched it
we did.
over Zoom.
After we were finishing up with the production meeting and doing some other things, and I was like, you just have it. A conversation that Rob and I had the night that we saw the Gaslight Anthem, the three of us. I was like, I gotta show you this song. This is ridiculous. It's a song that Rob and I have been listening to now for 11 years. You've got to hear it. And we watched the video. The video is ridiculous. The song's ridiculous, but it's in the best way possible.
And this is before we picked the theme of this episode.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I personally like it more than any of their first singles off of, since Americana came out. I
Which
think
no-
it's a better
which one
song.
was it? Original Prankster.
Yeah.
Well, before that was Pretty Fly.
Oh,
Yep.
Pretty Fly. Yeah.
Original Prankster, hit that.
Yep.
And then Days Go By came out, and Days Go By was a very different lead single.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
It was not what you would expect as the lead single from the record. And then Cruising California, I don't know if they had a plan for it or
Well, there was
what.
a video, so there might have been a plan. It just never
Yeah.
happened.
And they're on
Just
that
so-
like bus.
Yeah, they're like a party bus.
Okay.
They do the hey, oh, let's go, like the Ramones callback.
Might say hey, but never say
Oh,
holla.
I love that line.
You know, that's one of those songs that they could, you know what? Dexter, Noodles, if you guys are listening, probably not, but
Maybe.
they could throw that on their next record
Mhm.
and just release it now.
Yeah.
And no one would care.
You know what's
And
funny?
and you would make the world happy.
It's funny you say that because Days Go By, I believe, has an old song on it from an album that came out in like 90 or 91.
Really?
Yeah, Dirty Magic.
And they just like re-recorded, repurposed
Re-record.
it.
Yeah, cleaned it up. Great song too. But it's from a record from way before. Oh, I'm looking right now.
I mean, you see that
Summer
every now and
2024,
then.
boys. Let's go.
Yeah, Dirty Magic. It's on that record. So that's an old Offspring song. They could do it again. Do it again, guys.
It's just one of those songs that, like, how did the average mainstream audience not get to enjoy this?
Right?
You know?
The video's already done. The treatment's done, boys. Let's go.
Everything's done. It's already done.
I know you heard that bass bumping in my trunk.
Bumping in my trunk. So good.
Bump that trunk. So fucking good. It's just such a great summer jam. And yeah, we've been listening to it for a decade. You guys should listen to it too. We're going to have all of these songs on a playlist. It's probably in the show notes. Click on it. We'll be on the social media platforms.
And leave your comments. Let us know what your
Yeah.
let us know what your summer jams are.
Yeah, hit us up.
Let's hear them. And it's been a while since we've done the playlist. Like we used to do that.
Yep.
But it's fun. Playlist. This is a good one. Like this is timely. It's summer. I would say how many different decades are represented?
60s,
60s, 80s.
80s,
60s until last summer.
90s,
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
20.
It's something for everyone.
And let me ask you this, you diverse lovers of music.
Mhm.
What playlist are you going to get the Beach Boys and Naughty by Nature?
Exactly. Yeah.
You're not.
There aren't many out there,
There
But-
are none.
but there is one
And
now.
no one wants it either.
That is not true.
And Newfound Glory, and it's great. It's
And Rehab.
it's got
Right.
everything you it's got everything you
Right.
want.
Where can you get Lionel Richie and Rehab on the same playlist?
Nowhere.
Here.
They're next
Right.
to each other in the record store. Richie and Rehab. That's the closest they've ever been.
It's the closest they've ever been.
Oh, that's a mic drop moment right there. Yeah. So thanks for listening. We really enjoyed doing these, and we're happy to have given you another one. And it's been fun to do it in person. We haven't done it in person enough.
And I always appreciate you guys having me on because I have a blast doing this. And like you said, doing it in person, totally different game. We get to smash some beers and some seltzers and accidentally kick my blind cat that walks into our feet. You know, it's a good time.
TT's still here. She's chilling.
I mean, Tone, you can probably agree with me. We love the interviews. We love the very specific topics, but the broad ones it's fun. And I like not knowing what's coming.
Me
and
too.
that's the other thing. You can probably tell by listening. We didn't tell each other what was coming, which is always fun.
Thanks for listening. We'll be back at you next week.
See you next week.
Peace.
Peace, buttheads. Thank you for listening to Patio Slave. We are at Patio Slave on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all of the places that you can find us on social media. Facebook, Patio Slave Podcast. YouTube, Patio Slave Podcast there. Email us at patioslavepodcast@gmail.com. And hey, if you want to become a supporter, click on the link at the bottom of the episode and give us $1, give us $5. It keeps the lights on, keeps us going. We really appreciate that stuff. Thank you.